Hello my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos and you don't yet know who I am, my name is Stef and I'm the Psychic Soul Alignment Coach. What that basically means is that I work with spiritual people and spiritual entrepreneurs to help them to do very deep levels of healing, also known as inner work or shadow work, in order to help them to peel back the layers of traumas, limiting beliefs, fears, insecurities, those kinds of things, to really allow their true selves to emerge. And as a result of being more aligned with who they truly are on this deeper spiritual level, they're then able to create success in all areas of life. Okay, so that's how I help people. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally post here on my channel, because today I'm going to be speaking all around my Facebook community. So I've had a Facebook community for a few years now, and that community has shifted to be in alignment with wherever I'm at in that current moment of my journey. So the name of my community has shifted, and we are going to be shifting the name once more, so that it's reflective more of who I am and what I stand for at this time and what I'm really about. So we're changing the name right now from Soul Aligned Impact to Soul Aligned Leadership. Now, my community will always be on Facebook unless I decide to move it to some other platform that I feel is more in alignment with me and that's available for me to use then. But for now, we're on Facebook, and I will leave the links to my Facebook community in the description of this video as well as in the comments. It'll be pinned to the top. But we're shifting the name, as I said, to Soul Aligned Leadership. Now, the reason that we're changing the name to Soul Aligned Leadership is, basically because if you've been following me at least for the last year or so or more, you know that I've been talking about the fact that we're on this journey of spiritual ascension, and we're all awakening a higher level of, Christ consciousness within us, of this consciousness of oneness, of unity, of unconditional love, of acceptance in us. And so right now, we're finding ourselves in the Age of Aquarius, where our world is massively shifting, and it's shifting for the better, even though it might not seem that way initially. But we are shifting into a new paradigm, into a new reality, where we do have more of this oneness, this unity, this compassion, this respect, equality, all these different things. And so we are shifting into this new world, but in order to shift into that world, we have to go through the process of creating it one step at a time. And so that means that all of us here have a certain level of responsibility in that. It's not just for certain people, a group of people to be in charge of doing. A lot of times I think we mistakenly feel like certain people are responsible for changing the bad things that happen in the world, when really it takes every single one of us to make that difference. And so that's why we're changing the name of my community to Soul Aligned Leadership, because everyone truly is a leader. It doesn't matter if you have an online platform such as mine or any kind of platform, whether it be in person or whatever it is. You can be a normal person with no, following per se, and with your career being something completely different, but you could still be a leader, because you're still a leader to the people that are in your life, your children, your spouse, your other extended family members, your friends, your co-workers. Like, we're all leading in some way, shape, or form, and we all need to become the best leaders that we can be, and to show up in the highest level that we can in order to help create this world that we desire to all have, for our highest good. So that is why we're shifting the name, because I want my community to be even more soul-led, more heart-centered, heart-led than it has been before. It's always been that way, but now more than ever, I think it's important, because I really want people to be in this community who really feel that call to make a difference in the world, and they're actually ready to take action on that in some way, shape, or form. They're ready to show up as a higher version of themselves and to lead more powerfully with bringing about these positive changes in the world. So that is the people that I'm wanting to invite into this community. And I really want you all to understand that this community is also all about really helping people with their spiritual journey, with where they're at, and really assisting them in aligning with more of who they truly are, because that is what I'm about. I even have a program called Remembering Who You Are, because that's really important to me, is helping people be who they'd be if they didn't have certain expectations to live up to, if they didn't have certain fears or insecurities, if they didn't have certain traumas or whatever. Like, really helping the person be their true self, because it's when you're your truest, highest self that you're really radiating more light, more love into the world, and you're assisting humanity in some way or shape or form just by being the true you. You don't even have to be necessarily leading anyone. Just by being the real you, the true you, you're already leading by example, whether you realize it or not, because you're shining brightly as the highest version of yourself. And so many people are taking notice of that and are being activated on some level by you being who you truly are. That's so important to me. And so my Facebook community is going to be this container for people to be assisted on that journey of becoming more of who they truly are, of giving them a safe space to be more of their authentic selves, to come out of, you know, certain closets that they might be in. If you've been following me recently, especially on Instagram and Facebook, I'll leave the links to my social media in the description of this video, or also in the comments. I guess I'll put it all in the comments as well. And you can follow me on my personal Facebook account if you like, but just follow, don't friend me, because I don't add people I don't know as friends. And so anyway, I've just been sharing my own journey of me recognizing how I wasn't being fully authentic, because I've honestly always felt that I've always been really authentic, or as authentic and transparent as I can be with my journey. Like, people that follow me know you've seen me cry so many times on these videos and share so many deep personal things about my life, my experience. But I've really realized in recent months, especially, that I've been holding back in so many different ways. And for me, learning to come out of that and being more open about that. So one of those things, for example, is more of my sensuality, my sexuality. And I've been being more open about that and sharing that side of me on, you know, Instagram and Facebook. But I know some people don't feel like they're ready to take that step necessarily on their own personal social media accounts, because of friends, because of family members, whatever it may be. And so they're still holding themselves back in some kind of way. And that's okay. It's okay if you're still feeling a bit nervous about sharing more of who you truly are, like your true beliefs, your true way of being, or whatever it is in these platforms that are, you know, visible to other people that might not be on that same wavelength. The purpose of the community, my community, Soul Line Leadership, is to give you that space to really explore that for yourself and figure out who you are, and to be supported and assisted as you go on that journey, that process, by the amazing people that are there, that are holding space for you, that maybe have certain knowledge or wisdom around that they can help you with guidance, advice, or just to cheer you on and to support you and yeah, you know, just be there for you in ways that you might need it. And so that is also the purpose of Soul Line Leadership, is just giving you that safe container to really be able to explore, you know, more of who you really are, and to be more vocal about that. To maybe, if you feel called to be a leader, like of a spiritual leader or some kind of leader in some way, but maybe you're not yet ready or confident in that, that can be the space for you to start, you know, being more open about whatever it is that you feel pulled to lead on there, you know, and to just share the journey. So, you know, that is the focus of Soul Line Leadership, is really to bring together people who want to be part of this change that we're all feeling, we're all witnessing at this time, because so many things are changing in the world, and they're going to continue to change, and the change is going to become more and more apparent as we go forward. And so if you want to feel, if you want to be a part of this change, you want to create a better world and be active in that, I invite you to join us if you haven't yet already. And if you are already a community member and you want to be more of a leader, then yeah, you know, like, I invite you to step it up and to share more of your knowledge, your wisdom, your experiences, whatever it is that you feel called to share there. And it's really just a community where, you know, I just really want people to express themselves, and to share messages, experiences, insights, whatever it may be that they feel called to share, that they, you know, feel some kind of intuitive hit to share, and then they step up and then they go into the community and they maybe do a quick post on it or a short, you know, video on it or whatever, and it just serves someone in that community and helps them with their own journey. And so, yeah, you know, that's the purpose of Soul Line Leadership. We all make a difference, you know, and it takes all of us. It's not just one person that's going to come and save the day. Like, it's all of us coming together individually, you know, shining our light, sharing our truth, being the highest version of ourselves. And in doing this all individually and collectively, we're all going to change the world and make it a better place, right? So that is, you know, the purpose of Soul Line Leadership, is to bring more light and love into this world and help people to be more of who they truly are. And as far as people that are already in leadership roles, like myself, my community has always been on some level promo friendly, which means basically if you have a business or something, you have something to offer. I've always been very supportive of that. And certain times I've had certain guidelines or whatever just to keep the integrity of the group, but it's always been promo friendly. And so I'm going to go more into detail in this stuff in the other video that I'm going to be doing in my Facebook community to speak on promotional guidelines. But basically, it's for if you're already a leader of some kind and you have some kind of offer or service or thing that you're putting out there, that you have to offer. It's soul line leadership is really a space for you to show up more powerfully as a leader and to really lead with your heart and this spiritual part of you more powerfully than ever, and to work truly in a way that's for the highest good of humanity, to really serve in this deeper, more loving, more spiritual way in that community, right? And so it's a place for you to share your knowledge, your wisdom, your insights, your modalities, your teachings, whatever it is. And it's just about doing it in a way that is very heart-centered, very soul-aligned, and doesn't follow like all of the traditional, typical marketing strategies and tactics and things that are out there, Like it really doesn't have to be that hard. You just got to be yourself. And when you're yourself, the right people will click with you, and you don't need to necessarily use those strategies or tactics or whatever to get your clients, that kind of thing, right? So I'll talk more about that in the video in my community, but I do want to make it known that people who have businesses who are on, this path of especially like spiritual entrepreneurship, but you don't have to be a spiritual entrepreneur. I invite you to come and join, because there's still going to be opportunities and ways for you to get your work out there and impact the people that you are meant to impact in soul line leadership. It's just going to be done from a more genuine, more heartfelt space, a place of really wanting to be of service to people, first and foremost, over your desire to receive money. I know that sounds weird because there's absolutely nothing wrong with making money. It's just I think sometimes we get too caught up with the money stuff, and then we bring ourselves out of alignment because we're not really serving with our hearts and trusting in the process. Okay, so that's basically the shift that we're making in soul line leadership. Okay, and if you're excited to join us, then come and join us. I still have to channel on certain things that I might need to. Why is there a fly flying around here? What are you trying to tell me? I swear these messages from the universe. Well, you're seeing it live. Now, technically, this is like, you're going to get this later, but still, I'm going to have to tune in and see what this fly wants me to know. But yeah, I'm going to check in with my guides and see of any other things that I might do in my community in terms of activities. I did have theme days. I was doing, up until January of this year. But I don't think we're doing theme days. I think it's just going to be a place for people to openly and freely share their truth, their insights, their wisdom, whatever they feel called to share in a way that's positive, it's uplifting, it's constructive and encouraging and healing and all that jazz, right? So I'll know what to say more on that in the video that I'm going to do in my actual community when I get there. But right now, I just wanted to do this video for now. So if this is something that speaks to you and you feel called to be part of this community of like-minded individuals, and you want a safe container to explore your spirituality on a deeper level, your healing journey, and to just be supported, then yeah, come and join us there. Like I said, I'll drop the links in the description and the comment section of this video for you to click on, and also to follow me on social media. So I think that's basically what I have to say today. Thank you so much for your time. If you're excited about the shifts that I'm making to the community, to the intentions, let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Let me know if you have any ideas. And give this video a thumbs up, like wherever you're watching from, if this message resonated with you today. It's really important for all of us to, if we're in a space where we feel called to show up as more powerful leaders, to create these communities that are coming together, wanting to anchor in a higher level of consciousness and way of being in order to facilitate these shifts that are happening in the world. So yeah, I'm doing my part over here with making these shifts. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you want to see more content from me and know what I'm up to and that kind of stuff, then definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click on the subscription button and click on the little bell next to it. Change your settings to all so that you never miss out on a video. I encourage you to check out past videos of mine on my channel. There are certain playlists that might interest you. There's lots of different things on this channel in regards to mindset, spirituality, healing, manifestation, entrepreneurship, and other spiritual teachings. So if that is something that interests you, like, just feel free to scroll and go through the videos that you feel pulled to watch, because chances are there's a message there for you. Even if it's like some kind of weekly energy reading I've done or something in the past, if you feel pulled to watch something, then there's probably a message for you that you need to hear. So I encourage you to go and check those out. And basically that's it. So thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me, to listen to what I have to say. I would appreciate positive vibes that you can send my way in regards to the shifts that we're making in my community. If you could take a minute or so to just set a positive intention behind that for me, that would mean so much to me, because it's just really my intention to show up more powerfully as a leader and do the work that God wants me to do on this earth while I'm still here. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.